How's it going, everybody? It's your boy HomieG, and I'm back, and we're here with my lead class. Good morning, everybody. Let's begin. So the question of the day is, what does it mean to refinance a mortgage? And what are the two things that can change when you refinance a mortgage? Anybody here recall from yesterday? What does refinancing mean?
I think refinancing a mortgage is like when you change the price of a mortgage, so you can like pay less, I think.
The price, or we talking something else? Not the price itself. You're changing what about the mortgage? Most likely.
The interest?
The interest. Good job, Ricky. Okay, so if we have, for example, let's take the case of a property that I bought several years ago. It was one of my first rental properties, okay? I paid, at that time, this was during the pandemic, for a three bedroom, 2-bath house in Tennessee. I paid $110,000. Now, I got that mortgage from a bank, and the interest rate was 5.5 or something like that. Let's make it easier. Let's say it was about 6%, because interest rates for rental properties are usually a little higher, okay, than it is for your personal residence. So then what happens? Okay, so from 2011 to 2015, the real estate market comes back everywhere. So the prices of homes go higher, yes? Almost in every market. Not every market, some just stayed kind of still, but in the market where I had this house, the house went up further. Let's say it went up to 220,000 later. On Zillow it was saying that. Now, so what do? I realize that mortgage rates are lower. They've gone down. Now remember, mortgage rates are also, they also change year to year, month to month, right? The Fed has something to do with that, but indirectly. They control some other rate, the Fed funds rate. So they don't necessarily directly control mortgage rates, but indirectly. Anyway, if you're a real estate investor, you're looking for cash all the time, because you need cash to put down on buying another rental property, right? We want to increase our portfolio. So real estate investors are oftentimes looking for cash to get the next property. So one way to do this is doing a cash out refi. So at that time, let's say it's 2015, so several years later, I noticed the price of the house has gone up according to the websites, right? Zillow and Redfin. So I said, I wonder what it could appraise for. That means there has to be somebody to go inside the house, check it out. Ooh, I like that. Okay, these people are called appraisers. That's their job. Then they look at the market and the houses that have sold around your house. How much did this one sell for? How much did that one sell for? Is it comparable? 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. And then the appraiser at the very end does a report, a big thick report, and then sends it to the bank and says, hey, this house is worth X amount of money, okay? So I went ahead and I contacted my bank and I said I want to do a refi. Because at that time, let's say rates were around 4%. And I said, ooh, rates are lower. I want to lower my payment, right? Because I'm paying whatever, 6% times 110,000, let's say it's $950 a month. Let's just say that, simple. Okay, monthly payment. And I know that if I refinance to a lower rate, that is gonna go down, right? Because I'm gonna be paying less in interest in my payment amount. So let's say it becomes $850. So how much more am I cash flowing now if I refi to a lower rate? Easy, do the math. How much more am I gonna be paying, or how much less am I paying if I do a refi?
$100.
$100 less. Guess what? Where does that go now? My pocket. Extra cash flow, right? Because if I'm renting this property for $1,200, and it's $950 currently, that is my payment for everything, taxes, insurance, principal, what am I missing? Property taxes. So that's 50 to 1,000, that's 250 cash flow per month. But now if I get that extra 100, now it's 350 per month cash flow, right? If I get to refinance. So it'd be with this move that I take as an investor, I can now get an extra $100. So my new monthly amount that I cash flow, because I'll keep the rent. The rent will still be $1,200. So I'll keep the rent as is, and I'll be making an extra 100 in my pocket every month. Now that's if the bank allows for this refinancing, right? I have to talk to the bank. I have to communicate. I have to send them my finances. I have to send them all these PDFs, which can be a pain in the butt. But let's see what happens, okay? The bank says, okay, sir, we're gonna help you with this, because they stand to make money as well. By the way, when the bank refinances, they make money. Okay? So then they send the appraiser, and the house comes back at, let's say, 220,000. So it appraises for 220. Okay? That's good, right? Because I bought it at 110. Now, 4 or 5 years later, is it still at 110? No, why not? What have I been doing every month? No. What have I been doing every month to bring my amount down? Every month I am paying the mortgage payment, right? So that brings it down some more. So let's say that I now only owe, after 4 or 5 years, $95,000. This is what I still owe. This is called principal outstanding, and you saw that yesterday. Principal outstanding. That's what I owe still to the bank, because I took out a 110 mortgage, or let's say that's the amount that I paid. I was more, but let's say after my down payment. But let's say that's what it was. Now I owe 95,000, and the house is worth 220 according to the appraiser. Okay, watch this. Okay, so now the bank is going to let me refinance, but not for that amount. They're going to say 75% LTV. LTV. That's loan to value. Loan to value, 75%. And what you simply do here, and this is why I told you need basic math, good job for writing it down, guys, is you convert this to a decimal, 0.75. And then you take it and you multiply times the appraised value, 220,000. Okay? And what do I get? I get $165,000. So the bank's going to give me a new loan for $165,000, right? I owe 95 though. So guess what? They cut me a check.
Dang.
How? Like this. This is the new mortgage, 30-year new mortgage. And by the way, even though market rates might be 4%, they're not going to give me that. They're going to say, no, sir, you're an investor and we were refinancing. So what might I get? If I had 6 to begin with, I might get 5 if I'm lucky, if I have good credit. So they'll say $165,000 for your new 30-year mortgage, sir, at 5%. Okay, so that lowers my new monthly amount, like we just showed here, which is great because that's more cash flow for me. And now I start a new 30-year mortgage. I'm on year 1. That's the downside. The downside is you start a new 30-year term. But remember, what do you care as in the real estate investor, right? What do you care? You don't, because it's a rental property. So who cares? You take the cash now. Where does the cash come from? Watch. How much do I still owe on the property? 95,000, right? How much is the bank going to loan me? 165. So then we take 165, subtract 95, and how much equity, cash out equity, does the bank cut me a check for?
$7,000.
$70,000, guys. $70,000. Here you go in the mail, or wire it to my account. And guess what? It's completely tax-free. No, I don't have to pay. No, I don't have to pay taxes on it. Okay? It's not earned. I didn't earn that. It's paper pushing. So the bank, the tax man, Uncle Sam, considers this a new loan. And they say, well, that money is just part of your new loan, sir. So loans don't get taxed. Okay? So that money is mine to do with as I please. As I please. What could I do with it? Buy myself a new car. I could fix up my current home where I live. But what's a smart real estate investor to do with that cash? Put it back where? Into doing what? Investing, right? Now, of course, some people might take this and put it into the stock market. But if you're a real estate investor and things are good at the time, Raul, hey. If things are good at the time, you might want to put it back into buying a new rental property. This becomes a down payment on a new property. Okay? And that's exactly what you want to do. Do a down payment on another rental. And that's what I did. I've done this 2 or 3 times. It is a little bit of a struggle every time because you have to prepare all this paperwork for the bank. But you can't be, guys, getting cash tax free. There's no other deal like that in town, okay, where you get tax free. Everything else, if you're making money in stocks, you're getting taxed, unless it's in a like an investment account, okay. But anyway, thanks for listening, and I'm out.